What's up, savage investors? On today's video, I'm gonna scare you for a good reason because I need to make sure you are protected from this scam on Binance. So if you're a Binance user, you may have seen in your wallet that you may have 0.001 Shiba, 0.001 Bitcoin, and be like, okay, someone accidentally sent me some crypto, or maybe Binance has rewarded me with a small amount of this crypto. Well, don't think it's so innocent for this very simple reason, because today we're going to be talking about a very unique but a very old and long-standing hacking technique called a dusting attack. So let's take a look at what is a dusting attack. When we come over to Binance Academy, and again, the link will be in the description, you'll find that this has been around for some time. In fact, it was initially published in 2018. However, it's recently been updated, and for a very good reason. What we have to understand is, as the popularity of crypto increases, as our net worth increases, we have a bigger bullseye on our back, or should I say our wallets do. But the issue that hackers face is anonymity. They can't identify what wallet belongs to who. And so they have found a very, very cheeky way of doing just that, which may feel innocent, but could potentially be extremely deadly for us, the investor. So let's take a quick overview of what exactly is a dusting attack. So it's a new kind of malicious activity where hackers and scammers try and break the privacy of cryptocurrency users by sending tiny amounts of coins to their wallets. As I was referring to earlier, sometimes we think, oh, someone's accidentally sent it to me, or Binance has gifted me. The transactional activity of these wallets is then tracked down by the attackers, who perform a combined analysis of different addresses to de-anonymize, that's a mouthful, the person or company behind each wallet. So if you're in crypto, you'll know that your wallet address doesn't say, hey, I'm John Harry. Instead, it is a long series of numbers and letters, which, okay, over time, if you track the activity, you'd identify, oh, that's Jordan's wallet. So this is exactly what these hackers are able to do by de-anonymizing, I hope that's the last time I have to say that word, your wallet by tracking the activity. So what exactly is dust? To put it simply, dust refers to a tiny amount of coins or tokens. So as the example was, with the Satoshis, 0.00001 Bitcoin, right? It's a tiny amount. And the reason why it's tiny is because us users, we think it's innocent. We leave it there. We don't think anything of it. It doesn't set off any alarm bells. In addition, dust is also the name given to the amount that's locked up through trading and executing different orders. For example, you often find you'll try and sell all your USDT into XRP, but then you'll have like 0.03 USDT left. Just because 9 times out of 10, there is a minimum amount that you can sell or buy a variety of coins. So we've got two types of dust. The organic one from trading activity, and of course the malicious one sent to us from an attacker. So malicious attackers realize that cryptocurrency users, we don't pay much attention to these tiny amounts. So after dusting different addresses, so after they deposit these small amounts of cryptocurrencies to a variety of addresses, the next step they do involves a combined analysis of those addresses in an attempt to identify which ones belong to the same crypto wallet. Okay, now we're starting to see why it's not so innocent. So the goal is to eventually link that small amount of cryptocurrency to my ledger, because they notice, hey, that 5 different cryptocurrencies that we deposited to that Binance account have all gone to this one ledger account, right? And in doing so, they become successful because the attackers will then have the knowledge against me or you, and then they'll be able to deploy an elaborate phishing attack or cyber extortion threat. So meaning, okay, wicked, we figured out it's this ledger, this IP address, and we figured out it's Jordan. Now, they can't do anything without me giving over my private keys or giving them access. But what they'll do is they'll do something like, hey, you've received a parcel from DPD. Hey, your account has been attacked. Please log in here and reset your password, right? And so they'll know to attack me with a non-crypto scam, because they know, hey, this address, this account, Jordan, he's got a lot of crypto. And that way they'll gain access to my wallet because I've given it to them through another type of attack or cyber extortion threat. It's elaborate, and that's why we have to be thinking like a hacker. So what's the solution? Which you're all probably wondering, and you're probably thinking, Jordan, you should have given me this 5 minutes ago. So if you find dust in your account, because we can't stop it, unfortunately, don't move it. Sounds common sense, but I can't nail this home more. Please, 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 whatever you do, even if that 0.001 Shiba goes to maybe $10, do not take the risk of sending that Shiba to and from the exchange. It is not worth claiming $10, $20, even $100 from an unknown account to cash that in, to then become vulnerable. So what we need to do is, sadly, Binance don't have a feature that Samurai Wallet had back in the day where you could actually report it. But what we have to do as responsible investors is don't touch it, don't move it, don't try and sell it, just leave it in your wallet. Okay, I know it sounds almost like, it doesn't sound like a solution at all. However, at this moment in time with Binance's features, the most important thing we can do is do not move it, sadly, right? And I really hope this saves at least one person from making this mistake. And then we come to conclude. So when you hold cryptocurrencies in a personal wallet like a Ledger, Decent, Bifrost, etc., MetaMask, you are acting as your own bank. So your keys, your crypto, but it's also your responsibility. And there's nothing, absolutely nothing Binance can do if your wallet gets hacked or you lose your private keys. Because if your wallet gets hacked, 9 times out of 10, it's because you've given over access to your wallet. Or if you lose your private keys, again, if you've lost your recovery phrase, password, no one else can help you get in. Even Stephen Thomas, who has worked at Ripple, unfortunately, he lost the password to one of his wallets that holds millions of US dollar worth of Bitcoin. So David Schwartz can't even give him an extra hand and help him hack into it. And to conclude, the final thing you can do to prevent all of this is additional security measures, which include installing a VPN, along with trustworthy antivirus. I use Avast, using things like ProtonMail as your email provider, encrypting your wallets, and storing your keys inside encrypted folders, or even better, going old school and writing them down on a piece of paper. I'll be doing more videos on security tips, because not only do we need cybersecurity, but also real world home security, because there's nothing online that can prevent an attacker, a robber, a burglar coming to your home, holding a loved one, or even coming to you and forcing you to type in your password. This video wasn't aimed to scare you, but it was to aim to acknowledge and make you aware of the real and serious threats that, hey, if we can think of the worst case scenario and we can work backwards from there, I hope you'll never need the alarm, the security, the VPN, And 9 times out of 10, you won't know all these extra steps you've taken have prevented an attack. Why? Because the attack won't happen. So I would much rather you invest your time, money into security measures, to sleep easy at night, to have a relatively boring crypto journey and experience. Because ultimately, just like martial arts, you spend most of your time investing in a skill you hope you never have to use. It's exactly the same with cybersecurity and home security. So with that being said, family, it's been a pleasure. Hopefully this is useful to all of you. especially if you use Binance as a exchange, as it's very popular on there. And if you already knew about this, please share this on with someone else who you feel may not or may be aware of these dust attacks, and they're not as innocent as you may think. So until next time, peace, savages.